Understanding transformational leadership, we will look at the models of TL's perspective from research, factors of transactional leadership such as laissez-faire leadership, and pseudo-transformational leadership. We will consider some of the strengths and weaknesses of this leadership style, along with how it works and where TL can be applied. Since the 1980s, transformational leadership has been highly researched in many fields such as education, nursing, leadership, business, social psychology, and industrial engineering. There is a growing need for transformational leaders that focuses on motivation and employee growth. In a time when transparency is needed, leaders who can encourage and inspire have a place in today's organizations. There are great examples in history of transformational leaders. Burns, 1978, believed that leaders tap the motives of followers in order to better reach the goals of leaders and followers. Transformational leadership is a process that changes and transforms people and organizations. It connects to the core values of people they lead with a set goal or transformation process in mind. Scholars regarded Martin Luther King as a transformational leader who had a set plan, purpose, and goal in mind as a civil rights leader. In 1947, Weber described charisma as a special personality characteristic that gives a person superhuman or exceptional powers and results in the person being treated as a leader. But a better theory by House in 1976 supposes charismatic leaders act in a unique way that have specific charismatic effects on their followers. A look at charismatic leaders. First, leaders like Gandhi are strong role models who exhibit the beliefs and values they want their followers to adapt. Second, charismatic leaders appear competent to followers. Third, they articulate ethical goals that have moral overtones. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech is an example. Fourth, charismatic leaders communicate high expectations for followers, and they exhibit confidence in the followers' abilities to meet these expectations. Fifth, charismatic leaders arouse task-relevant motives in followers that may include affiliation, power, or esteem. John F. Kennedy appealed to human value when he stated, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Transformational leadership focuses on four factors. 1. Idealized influence, a leader who is a strong role model. 2. Inspirational motivation factors. 3. Intellectual stimulation factors, which stimulate followers to be creative and innovative. And 4. Individualized consideration, where leaders provide a supportive climate for employees. Whereas transactional leadership, introduced by Max Weber in 1914, focuses on exchange, you must give something to get something. Show up for work on time, do your job well, equals keep your job and or get a promotion. Factors related to transactional leadership are contingent reward, management by exception, and corrective transaction. At the far side is laissez-faire leadership, hands off, let things ride, abandons responsibility, delays decisions, and gives no feedback. It is the absence of leadership and no communication with followers, an unwillingness to help others grow. However, pseudo-transformational leadership includes leaders like Adolf Hitler and Saddam Hussein. This leader is focused on their own interests, self-consumed with distorted moral values, uses inspiration to manipulate followers. These are extreme examples, but pseudo-transformational leaders are out there. Strategies to transform organizations. 1. Have a clear vision of the future. 2. Be a social architect. Mobilize people to accept a new way of thinking. 3. Create trust in the organization. 4. Positive self-regard. Know strengths and weaknesses to emphasize strengths rather than dwell on weaknesses. 5 fundamental practices. 1. Model the way. Be clear about own values and philosophy. 2. Inspire a shared vision. Create compelling vision that guides behavior. 3. Challenge the process. Change the status quo and step into the unknown. 4. Enable others to act. Build trust and promote collaboration. 5. Encourage the heart. Attend to the needs of others and offer praise. Recap. Transformational leadership works by empowering and encouraging others. Inspire change. Create a vision. Become a social architect. Work with people. Build trust and promote collaboration. TL has been widely researched from multiple perspectives and has been the focus of a large body of study about leadership since the 1970s. People are attracted to transformational leadership because it makes sense and they can relate to leaders with a vision for the future. TL treats leadership as a process between followers and leaders, which incorporates the needs of both. The transformational leadership approach offers a broad picture of leadership that includes attention to the needs and growth of the followers. TL places a strong emphasis on followers' needs, values, and morals. Burns states in 1978 that transformational leaders desire to move people to a higher standard of moral responsibility. Evidence demonstrates that transformational leadership is an effective form of leadership. It is positively connected to higher follower satisfaction, motivation, and performance. Although transformational leadership has its strengths, the scope of transformational leadership is too wide, making it difficult to define the parameters. Bryman, 1992, believed transformational leadership treated leadership like a personality trait rather than a behavior that can be learned. Some argue that transformational leaders suffer from heroic leadership, and it has been proven through the extreme example of Hitler. There is potential for abuse. Transformational leadership offers a broad understanding of leaders, which can be taught in all levels of leadership. It provides leaders a full reach of their behaviors, and training programs that incorporate vision enhance transformational leadership behaviors. Lastly, history provides us with great examples of transformational leaders, such as Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, and Steve Jobs. Although there is ample research on the topic, its function and impact on individuals and organizations requires further study.